Just two adjacent girls living in a lovely world. They took a podcast train going anywhere, but kind of specifically through Austin, Texas. Yeah, hook 'em horns.
Adjacent. Very near, next to, or touching. Our tailgate is adjacent to the left field fence. ADJACENT. Adjacent.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome to Adjacent. Today we have, oh my gosh.
Meow.
I mean, I have a crush.
I mean, yeah.
Who do we have in studio?
We have
today?
Rocky.
We have Rocky.
Finally. He's a busy guy.
Rocky Rodriguez in the house.
He travels
Yes.
a lot.
I
Yes.
do travel a lot.
A
man.
lot.
Thank you, ladies, for having me.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be here.
We,
Oh, we're
straight
glad
out of the
to hear-
chute, are you dating anybody?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay. Good.
Recent. Very
Wow.
recent. Yeah,
Recent.
very recent.
Sorry,
Yeah.
ladies.
Okay. Well, if that talent changes, let us know.
Yeah, my status for Valentine's Day just changed.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, so it's good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, good.
Gonna be
Wow, you're a real catch.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Very
Yeah.
lucky lady.
Thank
Good.
you. Yeah.
How did y'all meet?
How did we met online?
Oh.
Yeah,
online,
How,
yes.
what app?
Facebook dating. It was
Oh,
Facebook dating. Yeah, it was. I
fun.
swiped on her. She didn't swipe on me, so I can at least take claim for that.
There you go.
She handles the rest.
Does she like baseball?
She does like baseball. She's a sports
Good.
fan.
God.
Yeah. She's a U of H alum, so go Cougs, but
Yeah.
horns up always.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So she understands that dynamic.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
I
That's
can't
gonna
wait
be
to
fun.
meet her.
Yes.
Hey, what do you do for a living?
What do I
Why
do
you
for a living? Great
travel?
question.
Why do
People
you
think I
you
just travel all over the place, and I
know.
get
It's
you.
like
I
a
get
pro
you.
traveler.
Yeah, well, yes, I am a pro traveler, right? Not by choice, more by trade.
Mm-hmm.
But I work for an engineering firm, and so what we do is sell professional services to cities across the state. And so
Okay.
Oh, you're all over.
I'm in
the state.
city halls, from
Oh
South
my
Texas to Houston to North Texas. Not so much out in West Texas, thankfully, but yeah. So I spend a lot of time in those areas.
Wow.
fun.
My schedule this week, my schedule recently has just been pretty hectic.
Yes.
So,
But where
yes.
do you live in Austin?
I live in New Braunfels.
New Braunfels. That's right.
Yeah.
I was looking that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, native of New Braunfels.
You grew up in New Braunfels?
I grew up in New Braunfels, born and raised. Graduated college, went up to
wow.
DFW for almost 20 years,
Uh-huh.
and then came back home. I couldn't wait to get back home.
Oh, good.
This is home for me. My family's
Yeah.
here. My extended family, you ladies, right? All my
Yes.
beautiful family and my Texas family, they're all here. So yes.
I love that.
Do you ever
That's so
run into Ty Harrington while you're out and about?
I have seen Coach Harrington right out and about. Yes.
Oh, how
yes,
fun.
He
yes.
loves to be out and about.
He does.
He has a little stomping
He
grounds
loves to
over
be
there.
seen. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. New Braunfels is kind of grown into a pretty cool community. So a lot of
Yeah.
famous musicians reside there,
Good.
and so it's not uncommon to run into somebody. I saw Kevin Fowler a couple of weekends ago, right?
Nice.
Having a beer. You get Randy Rogers from time to time.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cody Canada's out there. So it's a great place to live.
Oh my gosh.
I love
fun.
it. I love it.
Oh,
Tell us about your
it's so
childhood. I want to know
beautiful.
everything about your childhood.
Yeah. So I come from a family of 5. I'm the oldest of 5, so a pretty big
Oh,
family,
That's
right?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Traditional kind of Hispanic household. So large family, 3 boys. Parents had 3 boys. They wanted a girl. And so they took a shot at getting 1 girl, and they were blessed with 2. I had twin sisters.
Oh,
Yeah, so there's
twins
5
in the
of us.
family.
Yeah, kind of a weird dynamic, and I'll kind of explain it. So I'm the oldest,
Uh-huh.
all right? I've got 2 girls. Then my brother right underneath me, he's got 3 boys.
Okay.
So it's boy, girl, and then boys. Then my brother underneath him has all girls.
Okay.
And then my sister underneath him had all girls.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
They wanted a boy. And guess what?
They
had
got
twins
twins.
and 1 boy and 1 girl.
Okay. Wow.
And then my youngest sister has all boys. So it's a
Oh,
weird kind of.
That's
wow.
a big, beautiful family.
It is. It
Healthy
is.
herd there.
Oh, gee,
Oh.
a loud house during the holidays, and my mom loves it. She loves a full house, and so
Oh,
that's
yeah.
fun. It's a lot of fun.
Well, what I love when I look at you and your social media game that you've got going on is just seeing you with your beautiful daughters.
Yes,
Oh, your
yes.
girls are so
Thank you so much.
beautiful.
Gorgeous. And you're such a proud dad.
I
to
am.
them.
I am. Yeah. And so I tell everybody all the time, I can only take 75% of the credit for their looks, right?
75%.
That's a joke. That's a joke to their mom if she's listening. That's a joke. But yes, they are beautiful. I couldn't be more proud as a dad, right? So I've got a senior at the University of Arkansas. So she's about to graduate and embark kind of on that next chapter of her life. Even though she doesn't want to let go, she's like, Dad, what am I going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. And I'm like, well, what are we talking about? She's like, where do I live? And I'm like, oh, well, you can live wherever you want. That's the beauty of it. How do I pay for it? And I'm like, you got to figure that out. No more. Right? Dad and mom are no
Think
longer.
about grad school.
Yeah. Think about grad school, something. And she's like, well, but does the funding continue? I was like, no.
No.
We're done. And so I've got a senior at Arkansas. I've got a freshman out at Weatherford College and extremely proud of her. So she is, again, well on her way. She's a dual kind of cosmetology license / business management degree.
That's incredible.
Nice.
And so
smart. So
she's-
smart.
Yeah, she's taking
Build
the world
your
by storm.
own.
Yeah, she's creating her own little trade. And so the cool thing as a dad, right, seeing my daughters on social media, she's posting these beautiful pictures of all these clients that she has that she's creating these portfolios for. And she does amazing work. And so she's extremely talented in her own right. So I'm
good.
extremely proud of both of them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
Where is she working?
My oldest daughter,
No, you're young.
well, she's still in school. She's still in school, but they
Okay.
take clients. So she's got a portfolio of clients.
That's incredible.
But yeah, she works
Is
kind of
it-
part time. But yes,
Is that here in town or is that?
she's in Weatherford. It's in
Okay,
Weatherford,
okay.
right to Weatherford College, just west of Fort Worth.
Okay. Oh,
Right?
okay.
And so she didn't move too far from DFW. My oldest decided to leave the state entirely. She didn't want to
Yeah.
come to Texas. She wanted to go to Arkansas. So she's a Razorback. Woo pig. I'm a proud dad, right? I agreed.
Yes.
The deal we made was I'm not wearing red until your graduation day.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so,
that's sweet.
Yes. And so when she graduates in May, Dad will be sporting an Arkansas Razorback shirt, more than likely a button, right? Something that I can easily remove, right? Put on, take off. But nonetheless, you guys will probably find a picture of me wearing something that has
That's
Some
okay.
the Arkansas
Well, of course you
Razorback
have to do
logo on
that.
there.
The things we
have to
do
do
for our
that.
kids.
You have to
The
do that.
sacrifices we make for our kids.
Yeah, but I'm extremely proud, right? They both make me extremely proud, and so I will proudly don the Arkansas red, and probably won't chat Woo Pig Suey, but I'll be there. I'll be there in support.
Oh, fun.
course.
That's very exciting. Is she graduating in May?
She graduates in May.
Oh, fun.
Coming up.
So she's a marketing
Wow.
major, public
Oh,
relations,
good.
and so right,
Smart.
she's had an opportunity to do some amazing internships. So her mom and I are both in the construction field, and so she's kind of leveraged that a little bit to get one of her internships, but she's also had an opportunity to work with the Arkansas Athletic Department, and so that's kind of cool. She sends me some cool pictures of her on the sidelines, and I'm like, "Where's Dad's sideline pass?"
Yeah.
Right? Even though I'll be wearing my burnt orange. I'll be on the sideline.
I'll do
That's
it with
right.
Yeah, I'll do anything for a sideline
and,
pass.
I don't know if you met Jordan's friend Amy, but
Yes.
she does PR
Yes.
for baseball.
For out in Corpus Christi, the minor league team for the Astros,
Yeah. That
I
would be
think.
cool.
Yeah,
That would be fun.
cool.
that would be fun.
And
yeah.
and they're often looking for women in those positions. I've seen a couple of hockey teams
Yes.
looking
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
So.
And so she doesn't know. She's kind of undecided in terms of what she does. She loves the sports background, sports. I said something she's very proud of, right? I think it was last week was Women in Sports Day. And so it was really cool to see, she had this post where, she celebrated herself, but it was really cool to see,
That's
right?
awesome.
Kind of,
She should celebrate
right,
herself.
showcasing her work and showcasing, the other women in sports that she's had an opportunity to work with. And so, again, as a dad, you couldn't be more proud, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
I
so
love that.
wow.
Creating awesome little humans.
Yeah, you did a great
Oh,
job.
lot better than
Dad.
me.
I don't know.
Well, better than me.
You're pretty stellar yourself.
Yeah, just, you always make us smile.
I know. You're just so
I try,
kind
right?
and you're so considerate of everybody. So we all hang out in left field together.
Yes.
Yes.
We're part of Rocky's left field family.
Yes.
My extended family.
How
yeah.
are you feeling like the baseball season's going to go this year?
I feel really well. I feel like we've got arms. We just got to stay healthy, right? We had an amazing season last year. We had an amazing run. We had a stretch where we had some injuries with the pitching staff. One of our Friday night starter went down, and that kind of led to turn in the season. But we've got arms galore.
Mm-hmm.
But more importantly, right, I've got you all. And so win or lose, we always have fun,
We
right?
always have fun.
We always have fun. That's what it's all about. You talked about that smile. If you're not smiling, you're not living life, you're not loving life.
Yeah.
So let's smile. Let's have a
Yeah,
good
let's
time.
have
And
a
we've got
good
some
time.
characters out there that make us
so
smile.
much fun.
Yeah.
It's a show.
There's some fun stuff to watch out
It is
there.
so much
People
fun.
watching. If you like people watching, come on, hang out in left field.
Agreed.
Yes.
Agreed.
You don't have to look far. Look to your left, look to your right.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then turn around and smile at Casey Reed. And then
Yes. Yes.
Are there any series that you're going to travel to during that you're planning this year?
We talked about possibly going to Nashville. That's always a fun time, right? You can't pass up an opportunity to go to Nashville.
I know you're a big music fan.
Yeah.
Where are who are some of your favorite artists that you?
So obviously, growing up in New Braunfels, right? Huge Texas country fan. One of the cool things about growing up in New Braunfels was the proximity to Green Hall. It's right in my backyard.
Oh, wow.
And so the cool thing about it, right, being 14, 15, 16 years old before Green Hall was Green Hall that it is today, being able to go in and see Jerry Jeff Walker, right? And so acts like that would come through town. When it was really easy to get a ticket, you can show up the day of and still get in. And even as I got a little bit older, you knew people that if it was sold out, you could still get in. Not the case anymore. I'd like to think I'm a little bit of a VIP, in my own hometown, but not so much anymore, right? But yeah, it's not as easy for me to get into a show, but I still like catching a great show at Green Hall. So Texas country music is my vibe, although I listen to all kinds of genre, right? Everything from Latin music, traditional Mexican music, classical and jazz music, right? Top 40 hip hop now because, my daughters, that's all we vibe to.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. There was a stretch in my life, and I will be completely honest, right, where my Sirius XM did not leave the Disney Channel, and so that was when my daughters were growing
There's
up.
A whole
and so
new world.
you got it. Yes, all of that, all of those songs, right? High School Musical, I think, was big at the time.
Oh yeah.
And so you'd catch Dad singing High School Musical songs, right? I probably shouldn't admit that, but it was fun.
Please bring it out to Left Field.
Oh, if it's on the playlist,
They won't. They are very
Come on,
strict on that
Brian.
playlist.
Yeah, it's
it's
tough to get anything added to that playlist nowadays. Yes.
He gets very upset if you change.
He does.
He's very territorial when it comes to adding and removing songs.
He does.
And I'm on the group chat that is
It does
part of.
set the vibe, though. It
does.
sets the vibe. So I understand he wants to set the vibe just right.
It does. Yeah. And if
I'm
he's-
sorry, is there a text chain just for the music?
Well, no, I mean, I'm
Wait
sure
a
there is.
minute.
Can you add me?
Pena's probably got that somewhere, right?
Shelly, they
but
don't want you on there.
They don't want anybody on there.
Yeah.
It does. As Jordan can attest to the fact that we have what we call bangers. Like, we need to add this banger to the list, and we get the thumbs down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how? And then
You have to
as
really be like a politician with
you
that.
do, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing: as the season progresses, you'll see that song added, and you're like, wait, how did that song? We asked
You
for
have
that
to
song
tell
months
it
in
to
advance.
Mark, and
No,
Mark
you have
tells
to
it
me.
to Brian.
That is not true. That's not true.
He's the gateway.
No,
secret?
the secret is you make Brian think it is his idea.
Yeah.
And then it gets added. Or my top secret is you get PJ to like it. PJ gets Dad, right? She gets Mark to tell Brian, and then it gets added.
PJ's the gatekeeper.
PJ is the gatekeeper. PJ is the gatekeeper.
Okay, good to know.
Now,
Good to
now you know.
Okay, well.
So all you have to do with PJ, though, is you just give her some candy. And you say, hey, here's
Can you tell Brian
here,
to
give Brian to play this song.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm
So
on it.
Brian, if you're listening,
on
PJ
it.
has a long list of songs that she might
That's right.
need added this season.
Yeah.
Yes.
think we
She's
should
real into
totally
that K-pop.
She should start taking cash for
She
it.
should.
Like,
She could.
She could.
Right? Yeah. If the Peñas are listening, hey, this is an idea.
Yeah, pay for college.
Yeah, exactly.
Changing the music in Left Field.
If not for college, at least for parking.
I
Yeah,
love
for
it.
parking.
Yeah.
well, I'm hoping that there's more Mexican music at the
Oh my gosh,
playlist because
so
that's always
fun.
fun. It gets
That
the
is
crowd
fun. Who
going.
doesn't- look, I think I've danced with both of you
Yeah,
out in left
yeah.
field.
Well,
Who
she's
doesn't
a
like to
better
get twirled
dancer.
around?
Yeah, it's so
yeah.
fun.
Well, you are a good dancer,
Yes,
for
she is.
sure.
It's so much fun.
That's
I
so
love it
funny.
out there.
What's your favorite sports memory?
my favorite sports memory, just in growing up, right, was being able to grow up in a small community where everybody got behind you on Friday nights. And so, right, that was a big part of my life and my culture, and that kind of carried over into my my adult life. And so, Texas winning the national championship, either in football or baseball, those are always great.
Always, yeah.
I'll never forget those. But for me personally, I play professional rugby, and so it was the brotherhood of
Wow.
of that.
Learning something new.
Yeah, that was a much different time, right? I was a little more rough around the edges. I'd like to think, right, I've had more of a spiritual awakening, and I'm a nicer person than I was back then. Not that I wasn't a nice person,
No,
Can't imagine.
but people ask me, "You rugby? Like why?" And there's just something about the sport, the contact that I really enjoyed. Whether it was getting hit or tackling, hitting somebody really hard, that was always fun,
Yeah.
right? Anytime you can kind of take the wind out of a grown man running full speed at you, there's some sense of satisfaction in that, and so that's always fun,
Kind of.
right? It's a little animalistic probably, but
Well, good to know.
I enjoyed it.
If shit goes nuts in left field, we hide behind Rocky.
Yeah, I still have that switch, I think, right? And so one of my goals was to play a rugby match, right, in my 20s, my 30s, my 40s, and a couple of years I'll be 50, and so that's the penultimate, is to play another match, another tournament with some old teammates in my
Wow.
50s. So that's a goal. That's a personal goal.
I love it.
That's a great goal.
Rugby.
Yes.
And it was like, you're younger than we are, but it wasn't big in Austin.
right?
No.
So
How did you
Well,
follow
Went
how
that?
did
big
you-
in Texas, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, growing up playing sports, fairly athletic, right throughout my high school years, collegiate years, and moved to Dallas, like I said. And one of my best friends played football at LSU, but he also played on the LSU rugby team. He was a collegiate All-American, so he got recruited by this team in Dallas, the Dallas Harlequins, to come play. And he invited me out to practice one day. I had no idea what rugby was, what I was doing. You're talking about a little kid from South Texas,
Yeah.
right? And it's a sport that I grew to love. I tell people all the time it was the greatest sport I've ever played, and I played just about everything growing up. But there's a combination of skill, right? Fitness. There's just a different type of camaraderie. Yeah, you got to play with some smarts, right? Because you're playing with no pads, and so you don't want to get
Yeah.
hurt. Although is inevitable at times,
Yeah.
right? You get your bumps and bruises. I tell everybody all the time, after a rugby match, it was like you were in a car accident,
Yeah.
right?
I'm assuming.
And so it was, especially at the levels that we played at, but it was fun. It just taught me, right? It created a greater passion in terms of building a brotherhood, right? And that's the one thing that I always kind of transcend back into. That's what it taught me the most. And so that very familial kind of atmosphere, right? You were going with a group of brothers, people that you train with, and it's a cliche. You're going into battle, but it really was.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun, right?
Oh, that's
Traveling
so
all around the country,
fascinating.
playing pro rugby.
I had no
How long
idea.
did you do this, Rocky?
Oh gosh, about 15 years. So from the time, I think
Wow.
I stopped when my girls got a little bit older, and Dad was required to, well, I'm not gonna lie, my body was taking its toll.
Yeah.
But Dad was being required, as a coach of the soccer team, as a coach of their softball team, right? And so, I kind of gravitated towards that as the girls got older. But like I said, I still dabble in the sport, right? Every now and again when I can. I love to get a match in. I'm not nearly as big when I was playing competitively, right? I was probably closer to 275 pounds, and now, right, I'm at a much more, and again, it was a different time, right? There was the requirement was there to stay fit and and kind of build up muscle mass and just have a bigger body frame for my position. I was a prop, I'm more comfortable at my weight now. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
But that doesn't mean I still won't get in and mix it up.
Yeah.
Right? I liked it. I liked it.
I think
I
that's
like to mix
fascinating.
That is an incredible
I know,
story.
rugby. I know that it's such a small community. Our friend Deborah Tate's husband, Kirk Tate.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you know
Played
Kirk?
with the Austin Blacks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of our rivals.
Isn't
With the
that
Dallas
crazy?
Harlequins. Yeah. Way back in the day. So yes.
Wow, small world.
Yes, yeah. The Austin Blacks are an amazing club, right? One thing I will say in my heyday, our heyday, right? We kind of held an advantage in that rivalry, but it was always good. They were a very, very competitive match. I always loved coming down to Austin and playing out in Burfield. All right, some of the highlights of my career.
How fun!
But I can remember taking a couple of defeats at their hands, and so it's been great to see not only the sport evolve, but the sport here in Austin evolve.
And grow.
Yes.
Grow. Kirk was very passionate about
keeping the community growing.
Yes.
That's how.
That's incredible. I had no idea.
Yeah.
This is one thing I love about the podcast. I'm learning so much about people.
Oh my gosh. What else do we not know about you?
I don't know. What else do we not know about
It's like,
me?
are you on OnlyFans?
I don't think so. If I am, my bank account doesn't reflect it. Somebody else is getting the money. It's not me. It's not coming my way. So if you're sending money to OnlyFans on my behalf, I'm not getting
it. So you go into all these cities and help them find their
so that's what I do professionally, right? I get to do what I love doing, I should say. I don't want to say what I do best because it depends on who you ask. But I love building relationships, right? I'm very much an extrovert, right? I don't meet a stranger. So a handshake and a hug is always in order. And so I'd like to think that I have the fun part in my company, right? I get to go out and build relationships, and I can make a pretty decent living at doing that, and it's fun. It shows me different types of communities. So when I talk about visiting really small rural communities, you're talking about little towns that are less than 100 people, to having to present at council meetings where gosh, you have 5 times that many, if not 10 times that many, just watching you online, right? And so, they're your bigger communities in the Houston region and the DFW region, or even here in South Texas, Central Texas, right? Where we market our services. But, I like getting up in front where the lights are on, the mic is on you, kind of all the attention is on you. There's a little pressure, right, to present in front of the mayor and city council, and then you got to take all these questions. I liked it. That's I'm an adrenaline junkie, and that kind of just feeds into that. Yeah.
Are y'all doing engineering structural?
So it's more building, right? New building and development projects that come into the communities. We provide services for plan reviews and inspections, right? And so we're kind of a third-party engineering firm that provides inspection services on behalf of these cities, right? Some of these cities, they've got too much work going on, and so they need somebody to come in and help with that overflow, help with all of that work. But again, at the end of the day, it's kind of something near and dear to my heart. I started my professional career early on in government. All right. And so I worked for a software provider for a government outfit. And then I moved into government work, working for the city of Garland up in DFW. So spent almost 15 years at Garland working in their IT department and working in their trash and recycling department. And so that was kind of cool. So, working in kind of that government municipal space has always been near and dear to my heart. And so it's something I think I've always been passionate about.
Are your parents both still with us?
My biological father unfortunately passed away last year. But my mom and my stepdad very much still around and kicking. My mom just turned 70, bless her heart. We threw her a 70th birthday party, and I could not imagine that lady dancing as much as she did. So there's some cool costumes, right? There's some cool videos that we posted, but it was an amazing feat, I guess, for me, right? Just to see your mom in her element. She's very much like me, a people person. And so she was surrounded by people that love her, people that she loves, her family, her friends, right? Her church community. And we threw this big, what started out as, hey, we'll invite 100, 150 people. I think the invite list topped 350 people. So, like just a
Like a
traditional
wedding.
Mexican wedding, right?
Yeah.
Everybody and anybody was at the party having a great time, and so it was fun, right? It's fun to see your mom, right? Your loved one celebrated
love that.
that way,
That's
and
so
so
sweet.
yeah, she's got a great relationship with my dad, right? He's an amazing man. He's an Army veteran, right? Came into my life, our lives, fairly kind of later in my life. My parents, my biological dad and my mom, got divorced when I was in high school, and so he came in to our lives as I was kind of progressing into my college years and moving up to Dallas. But he's instrumental in kind of defining who I am as a man, right? He allowed me to. There was a little, I don't want to say pressure, but there was helping your mom raise your brothers and sisters, right? Being a single mom on her own, kind of presents that challenge in your life.
Yeah.
And he stepped in admirably. I couldn't have been blessed with a better man, a better father figure right in my life to help me kind of move into my next chapter, and really just show me what a good man, what a good dad should be, right? He's very soft spoken, and I love that about him, right? He's just genuine at the heart, and so when he does say something, you better listen because it's meaningful and impactful, and so that's again
That's really
a trait that I've
sweet.
taken away from him. It's really cool.
And what's your relationship with your siblings?
Good.
Oh, good.
We are a large family. We're crazy. Everybody kind of has their own kind of tendencies. Look, I'm the funny one. I'm not.
You're the good-looking one, the funny one, the
I
smart
don't know
one.
about that, right? You got to see our brothers. They're pretty good. They're pretty handsome gentlemen, right? I think, I couldn't lift a stick to them in that regard. But I always say I'm the funny one, even though we compete, and so we have fun, right? So the family dynamic is fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
We didn't grow up with much. And so we made the most out of what we had, and that showed us a greater appreciation for the things we have now, right? And for the things that life has presented and put in front of us. And so, I think one of the common characteristics is we all see the greater good, and at the end of the day, right, with each other, we can get through anything. And so that's that tight familial bond. But listen, I won't kid you if we don't rib each other right at the kitchen table. Like I said, my mom is huge on making sure that she keeps family together, traditions alive. And so, right, it's not uncommon for us to have just a weeknight dinner at mom's house where everybody's coming over. And when everybody comes over, right, we have a good time.
I mean, how many people is that?
Oh, my gosh.
Like 40?
So I think at last count with all the grandkids, it's about 35 to 40, right? And then because we've got some of her my nephew is now married, right? No great grandkids at the moment, but my nieces and nephews have boyfriends or girlfriends that come over, and we have our extended family, our cousins, they come over. And so, it's not uncommon, right? Just for us to we'll do a Friday game night, and it's like, well, it's going to be 10 of us. And next thing you know, there's 30 people, which is always good because the pot in the middle of the table for whatever game we're playing
it's gonna be a
is
lot.
big. And so typically one of my nieces and nephews goes home with like $80. And I'm like, how does that happen? Like, Uncle Rocky needs gas money, right? Taking you around town. But no, right? It's fun. It's fun.
What games do y'all play?
Oh gosh,
like
card
spoons?
games, spoons, right? Card games, dice games. So the left, right, center, right?
That's always a fan favorite.
Towards the end of the night, right? My mom is trying to push the younger ones away or teach them, right? Poker or these other skillful games, right? But that are mainly left to the adults. But really, right? It's all about the kids. And
she gets her $80 back.
Here's the crazy thing, right? I was sharing this story the other day. And so we'll have game nights, and my mom will go out and get prizes. She'll get gift cards, and she's giving them away as like
That's really sweet.
to entice, to make sure, right, that her grandkids are coming over and they're bringing their friends, right? Everybody, she has the house full. She's
That's
like,
so
hey, I've got prizes if you want to come, right? Come play some games, come win some prizes. And I'm like, hey, I want some Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Right? I want some Starbucks. Hey, give me some of that action. Yeah. We're like, no. Grown-ups aren't allowed. It's for the kids.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
What do y'all serve what do y'all eat at these events?
Oh my gosh. So I talked about traditions, right? So tamales, right? We've got
those are so hard to
We've
make.
got tamales
That's a lot
for
of
days.
work. That's a lot of work.
So I told you my mom had this big party, right? And so I want to say final count was like 135 dozen tamales that we made for this party.
Oh my Lord.
And
that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
We did a
Tamalera.
At
one
Shelly's
time, and it
house
was
one time.
so hard.
I was like, this is
we were like,
really
never
hard.
again.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Here's the secret, right? This is typically when Rocky finds an excuse to go to a game out of town.
Yeah.
And so I'm gone during tamale making, right?
Yeah.
But listen, I'm the best
Very
taste
smart.
tester there is.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I make sure I'm there, right? When we get to unwrap something for Christmas. And these days, like the only thing I get to unwrap are tamales. But
That's
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, so tamales is a staple during the holidays,
Yeah.
right? Enchiladas. Right, we love to barbecue, and so it's not uncommon for us to throw burgers on the grill or fajitas. Right, that's a huge staple. We did for the Super Bowl. We grilled out steaks and had baked potatoes, and right, it was just everybody there, everybody together, everybody having a great time.
Wow.
And what better way to do that than over food?
That is so
When
lovely.
and you live close to your mom.
Yes,
Okay.
right around the corner, 6 houses down.
Really?
Yes.
That's so nice.
How dreamy.
Yeah.
When you lived in Dallas, were you kind of sad? Like you were missing out on all the fun family stuff?
That was a huge reason why I moved back, right? That was a big
Yeah.
reason, because growing up in a household with a tight-knit family, that was a big reason why I wanted to be present. And it was important for me to have my girls experience that. And so when I moved back, right, they got to experience that a lot. But we were always in New Braunfels. We would find an excuse, right? Give me an extended weekend,
Yeah.
right, where they were off of school either on a Friday or a Monday.
Right.
And we're using that to come down. They would spend summers at grandma's house and with their aunts and uncles, right? And so they enjoyed it. I mean, growing up as a young kid in New Braunfels, there's a lot to do. You got the river, you got Schlitterbahn, right? What's not to love? And now, right, my daughters got to experience that. And so it was like, hey, give me a season pass to Schlitterbahn. And I remember my oldest daughter, Isabella, her first job was on the river.
Oh, fun.
And so that was a lot of fun, right? For them to experience kind of that culture.
Dreamy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a bad town. And so
it's a beautiful town. It's a beautiful
it is.
town.
It's grown.
It
has grown
it's
so
still
much.
growing. It's gonna keep exploding.
Keep growing, right.
Yeah. Who's your favorite sibling?
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, it's a great question.
You can tell us.
Okay, listen, I don't know if I have a favorite, but the sibling that I spend the most time with is my brother Bobby. You ladies have probably seen him or met him. He comes to football games with me. And so we have one commonality. We both are passionate about sports. And so Bobby and I travel together. He's my partner going out of town, right? And so whether it's going to the Michigan game or the Ohio State game or a college football playoff game, Bobby's by my side.
So Bobby's your Jody?
Yeah.
Yes, Bobby is my little brother. And he gets offended when I call him my little brother. He's my younger brother. He's like, I'm your younger brother. Stop telling people I'm your little brother.
Right,
I'm not your little brother anymore. We're not 10.
Kind of
Right?
counts.
I'm like, yeah, you still are. You still
You still are.
Let's get
Little
next to each
brother.
other. And I'm like, yeah, you're still little.
That's so cute.
Just smaller. than me.
Oh.
But-
I love that.
Yeah, he's my younger brother.
Does he live in New Braunfels?
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? We all still live in New Braunfels.
He lives door 7. He's like 7 doors down
So
from us.
yeah, again, so
This makes me so
myself
happy,
and
by
my
the
two
way.
sisters probably live within 2 miles of my parents, a mile to 2 miles from my parents, right? And then my two brothers have houses on the other side of town. They're not very far away, right? My other brother John lives in the house that we grew up in, so that's always cool, right? So that stayed in the family. That's
That
always
is
there.
nice. Yeah.
And then my brother Bobby lives on the other side of town, but we're always close, right? We see together. If we're not together, right? Just at my mom's house or just at somebody's house on a weekend, we see each other at church. And so, right, church is kind of that thing. Our faith is very richly, I should say, part of who we are, right?
Yeah.
Part of who we are as a family. And that's a testament to my parents. And so again, right, it's like I see my family everywhere. I can't go to HEB or go into a convenience store without seeing either my brothers and sisters or nieces and nephews or, right, my extended family, right, my cousins,
I love that.
aunts, uncles. So that's the beauty of living in a town like New Braunfels, right? Everybody's, for the most part, is still there. And you feel safe, right? There's a that aspect of just like, hey, this is home. This is home for me.
That's lovely.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Kind of cool.
What are things that you love to do in New Braunfels? Like, what is the
Places to go.
local?
I know Green Hall, of course.
Yeah,
Green Hall. So I spent a lot of time. So here's the thing, right? New Braunfels kind of passed an ordinance, and I've got a golf cart, and you can kind of cruise around New Braunfels in a golf cart,
nice.
right? Which is cool. And so
what?
accessible, right? It makes the town easily accessible. And so you can go from downtown, right, where they've got all the downtown nightlife. Now, you can't drive your golf cart at night. That's the only bad part. So you got to have your fun during the day, which is okay, right? I'm getting older. I probably want to be in bed. Yeah, thank you. See, thank you. But that's kind of cool. You take the golf cart around town, right? You kind of
day hanging out.
Yeah, and you do a lot of day hanging out. Downtown has grown so much. It's got some cool spots, right? There's a 3-story rooftop bar just right in downtown New Braunfels. That's kind of the talk of the town. Randy Rogers opened a place just right outside of downtown that's pretty popular, right? There's new restaurants downtown. I visited one this past weekend that has like authentic Mexican food now downtown, and that was a lot of fun. The food is really, really good. So yeah, I can't wait to take friends to that. But then you've always got Green, that area in Green, right outside of just Green Hall, right? There's a lot of just
shops and
live music and cool venues where if the weather's nice, right, and I'm not in left field, you'll typically find me in Green hanging out.
Do you just feel like New Braunfels is like a constant vacation?
Yeah,
that's
like a resort town.
That's what it feels like,
right? It's fun, right? And so, why do you ladies see me in Austin a lot? And I don't want to say it's to kind of get away, right? But it's to kind of get away, and because I love my people. This is not a diss on anybody, right? But people are like, hey, we're going to New Braunfels. We're going to be in New Braunfels this weekend. We're in New Braunfels the next month. We're in New Braunfels in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And the expectation is like, okay, now
entertain me, clown.
Entertain us, right? And so, right, I love that. I love entertaining, but it takes its toll because there is so many cool things to do in New Braunfels.
Because you're on the spotlight all the time.
That's it.
You're in front of a camera.
Yeah.
You're having to do all the time.
Exactly.
But it's fun. I love entertaining. It's
so
a big part of who I
you
am.
come to left field to hide.
What?
Did I say that? I may have said that. But listen, I come to left field because I love my people.
Of course.
I really
of course.
do. Right?
Yes,
and,
of course.
And as much as I love entertaining, I love being entertained.
Exactly.
And I find that entertainment in left field,
oh,
right?
That's a lot of entertainment.
So
and have you ever thought of carpooling with Ty?
Possibly, but Coach Harrington is here so early, right? He's doing games usually, and so it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
But I found myself carpooling, right? As you guys know, it's a large baseball community and a lot of parents from the baseball team, and so I'm still very close to them. So there's some that live in San Marcos that are like, "Hey, pick me up on the way and bring me home. You can be my designated driver." And I'm like, "Wait, what about me?
What?
Yeah.
What about me? Like, who's driving me? You get to have all the fun."
There's never a tag out on that situation.
So a lot of times I'm like, somebody's out, like, hey, my wife knows I'm going with you, so she knows I'm in good hands. I'm like, wait, what about me? That means I can't have fun.
Exactly.
Like, hey, no,
now I had to babysit.
I got to babysit. Yeah, and it's not Jeff Cross. Yeah, I'm having to babysit other people outside of Jeff Cross.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It's not Forrest.
It's not Forrest. It's not Forrest. But usually Forrest is gone by the first inning. So there you go. There's a reason he's got a nickname. He's known as First Half Forrest because he's typically not there for the second.
Where does he go?
To sleep.
To sleep.
He's a Virgo.
Usually consumed too much. Yeah, that's why he can only make it through the first half.
Yeah, they're always like, shotgun, Forrest.
There you go. Yes. And I feel for him, but sometimes I don't. He's a glutton for punishment. I'm like, hey, you put yourself up to that.
Let me teach you something, Forrest. No thanks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Say no. You can say no.
Yeah.
Right? You can say no.
That's hilarious.
His face looks so sad when they start chanting.
What? Does he leave so early?
Like, he's a Virgo.
He's a Virgo. He's probably had a little too much, and so he doesn't make it for the second half.
Yeah.
He's falling asleep in his seat.
He's got to go home and use his calculator to calculate money.
Yes, probably.
Shelly.
Inside joke. Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. That's
He's so funny. Yeah.
There's so many
Is your
inside
new
stories.
lady friend from New Braunfels?
She is not. She is not. So here's something kind of non-traditional.
Oh.
She's Venezuelan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, right? And so
I like that. I say yes.
She's amazing. She really is. She's talented, right? So she's not only got the beauty but the brains,
Yeah.
right? And so
Venezuelan women are so beautiful.
She is.
And passionate.
She is. And just outside of the outer beauty, right? It's the inner beauty.
Yeah.
She's got a great heart. She comes from a great family. She's a great mom. And so, yes, I feel fortunate, right, to have found this person. And so I'm excited.
Where
for what
does
this
she
next.
live?
She lives here. She lives in Austin.
Oh,
She lives out in
okay.
Lakeway.
Okay,
okay.
not bad, not bad.
And so, yeah, it's not. I mean, sometimes
It's a little
the
bit of a
commute from New
trek.
Braunfels to Lakeway is a
Is
trek.
there a back road?
There is a back road. I can go the back way,
Yeah.
right? There's a lot of winding roads. But I travel so much. Being
yeah.
behind a windshield is not anything uncommon for me. And so, what's 45 minutes, right, for the person that you want to go see? And so,
That's not bad.
yeah, I enjoy that about her. But
I love that.
yeah, it's. I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm so
right?
excited for you.
You can probably tell by the smile on my face,
Yeah.
right? And she does that. She's a big reason why.
Oh,
Good.
good.
Yeah.
So it's good to meet good people.
Yeah.
And she's got, like I said, a very kind and open heart. Can I share a story?
Yeah.
Kinda cool.
Of
So,
course.
I told you, right? We met on a dating app, but I remember,
So your what is it? Your boundaries are like
They're growing. You're willing to
Anywhere
go
in
anywhere for
Texas.
pretty much, but no, because I get accused of that a lot, right? Like, oh, you travel so much. You must have a date everywhere you go. And I'm like,
Oh, no.
First of all, I'm working and I'm so like I'm
You're
tired.
so
At the end of the
tired.
night,
Yeah.
I don't even get dinner sometimes.
No,
right?
Yeah.
So
busy.
it may my life
Well, if you're
isn't as
doing
glamorous.
city council meetings
Those are
and stuff
so
like that,
boring.
And they're running
until
Gosh.
11
Yeah.
midnight. No,
Yeah.
there's no.
So it's not as glamorous as it seems, right?
No.
Don't let social media fool you. But so cool story, right? We were talking about our first date. I was out of town for work, and my first available day was like, hey, I'm available on Sunday. I tell you what, right? Let me go to church, and then I can drive up to Lakeway and we can hang out. And she said, well, why don't we go to church together? And so that was cool, right? We
Aw.
shared the same faith. We're both Catholic.
Uh-huh.
And so our first date was at church. We went to mass together. So how cool is that?
Amazing.
How cool is that?
That's really great.
Wow.
I love
Hold
that.
on a
Hold
second.
on, see? That was new to me. That was new to me. That was cool.
I know, but she came to your family church.
No. We came to her church in Lakeway.
Okay.
We came to her church
I
in
was
Lakeway.
I was
That
like,
probably would have been a little too much.
I was
That
right?
would
like-
have been a lot.
when
Hey,
you're-
this is my family. By the way,
Yeah.
they're all here. Yeah.
Wow.
They're all here.
It's
I would have
like-
done that to her.
Oh,
one
it's
So
day.
we
it's
came
like
to
my
her
big
church.
fat Greek wedding. It's
Yes.
like they're
You're like,
everything.
okay. And here's my mother, and here's my aunt, and here's my uncle.
Yes. Yeah. No, it wasn't like that. But, funny story. We went
This
to
is
church.
the Rodriguez section.
Yes.
So we went to church. She's got a beautiful voice, right? She's very talented, like I said, in many ways, and so she is a singer. And so she's got a beautiful voice. It carries well. We're in church, right, sitting next to each other, and the guy next to us, right, and look, she's talented. He turns to her and says, you have a beautiful voice. You can sit next to me in church anytime. And I'm like thinking, this is our first date. And he's already taken her away from me. Like, what's going on here? I'm about to lose this one. So, yeah, no, it worked out. And so I rib her. I give her a hard time about that. I was
That's
like,
so funny.
man,
You're
our
like,
first
you're
date
picking
was
up
at
men
church. And yeah, you're picking up guys at church.
At church.
At church. It's like, who does that?
Yeah,
I mean,
impressive.
I'd like to think I've got game. I don't have that kind of game, right? Plus, if I was picking up somebody at church, my mom would probably slap me.
Oh
upside
yeah,
the
you get,
Yeah,
you get
right.
the
I'm going to
tug.
church for the wrong reasons.
You get the tug on the ear.
Yes, I still get pinched in the arm. My mom will never let me forget. I'm still your mom, and I can still hurt you.
Yeah, not here.
Right? Yeah.
Not here.
So I get that pinch. You know that pinch that
Oh,
on
yeah.
the back of
How
your
do
arm
they
at
do
church?
that?
The
They
worst.
just
hurts.
know.
Just
They
thinking
know.
about it.
And so yes,
And this is from a rugby player. He's
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
that.
a mom can
it
take you to your
hurts.
knees.
It still hurts. And so yes, very focused. My eyes are always straightforward. Right, I'm always paying attention, Mom. If you're listening, I'm always
Yeah.
paying attention.
Always paying
No
attention.
distractions.
No.
Yes.
That's so
How
sweet.
lovely. So how long has she been in the States?
So she came when she was 8, right? And so
Okay.
she's been here for almost over
Okay.
40 years,
Okay.
right? And so obviously she's well adapted.
How
That's
old
sweet.
are her kids?
Oh, she's got twin. girls, right? And
Oh
they're
my
about to be 12.
gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys would definitely have twins if you had kids.
Well, that's not happening. But
I
thank
know,
you.
but
yes,
still, I mean, that would be
yes,
crazy.
Yes, we've moved on to that. Both of us have moved past that stage in our lives,
Yeah.
right?
Are
And
they
so,
are they still in her home? Or?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. So they go to school here. They live locally, and so
Yeah.
yeah. And so it's a
So
pretty
did y'all
cool
go
dynamic.
to church as a family?
We did not. We
Okay,
did
okay.
not. Right?
I
No,
was
the
like,
first date was
wow.
just for us. The first date was just for us, right?
What did y'all do after church?
We went to brunch.
Okay,
Right?
where?
Oh gosh, you would ask me that question. A spot
was
up in
it-
Lakeway.
What's it called? That's my jam.
No,
it's
it
a
was
little
not that
further
much
in.
up.
Take her there next time.
Okay.
It's really good. It's a brunch place. It's
Yes.
very good.
But this was a really, so she was being, look, I'm going to give her credit, right? I usually typically plan the dates and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I planned the church thing, right? Not really because we went to her church, but she planned the brunch, right? She wanted a great view.
Actually, God planned it.
God planned. That's what I said. It wasn't my plan, wasn't your plan. It was his plan, right? There was a greater plan.
Wow.
But she took us to a nice restaurant, right? That overlooked Lakeway, and so it was really pretty, a good vibe. We had the carafe of mimosas, and so
Yeah, there you
that was
go.
fun. And I was like, well, this has been fun, and we're like, no, let's order another one. And so it was that kind of first date where
That just kind of keeps going.
Yeah,
It's
we hung
relaxed
out
and
for like
comfortable.
2 and then turned into 3 hours, and we're laughing, and the waiters are like, guys, you got to leave, my shift is over, right? And we're just having a good time. It's the conversation and the vibe is there.
So nice.
So it was cool. It was a really
Nice.
cool first date, right?
Awesome.
And then even cooler, we went to go hang out and watch a little footballs during the playoffs, NFL playoffs. And so, we did that. And then I
That's
went on my way.
lovely.
So
That's
it
a
was
great-
a cool first date for
Yeah.
me, right?
Yeah.
I got a little faith.
Yeah.
I got some food, right? So
Yeah.
faith and food. And then I got some fun. I got to watch football.
Yeah.
So,
All the
the 3
Fs.
Fs, right?
And-
I was like, all right, this girl's checking off all
There's not a
she's
fourth.
checking off all the boxes. Yeah. All 4 boxes. Yeah.
Super great, Rocky.
Yes. All 4 boxes.
Nice.
I can't
Faith
wait.
twice.
to meet
Faith
you.
twice. Mom, if you're listening, faith twice.
Hilarious.
Here it comes. I'm getting pinched.
I love it.
Yes.
Oh, I can't
Oh my
wait to
gosh.
meet her.
Well,
I
this
can't
is-
wait to meet her.
You're kind of like your mouth is so full of
I know.
smiles.
I'm telling you, right?
Yeah.
It's a good time to be alive. Not that
Ah.
I don't have very many bad days, right?
Yeah. You do have
You
that
stay so positive.
natural positive.
Yeah. Give us your
what's
pro
your-
tips. on
yeah.
My pro tip. So I will tell you this, right? I mean, look, at the end of the day, if you're not smiling, you're not loving life, you're not
Yeah.
having fun, right?
Yeah.
So just smile, enjoy it.
Yeah, just enjoy
But here's something that I leave my daughters with all the time because again, right? They're young, they're
Yeah.
not teenagers anymore, right? But this is something that was very impactful because it was something that somebody bestowed upon me. And so I said, look, right, you may have one mistake or something doesn't go right in your day. Don't let it ruin your day.
Mm.
And as teenagers, as young adults, they don't get it. They don't get it.
It's passing.
Right? They let that one thing ruin their day, right? It's just one thing. And so I had to relate it to money. So I said, if I gave you $100 and I took one away, would you still not take the $99? And like all day long. I said, so then treat that, right? Take that same passion, that same approach in your life, right? You do 99 things right,
Yeah.
right? Don't let that one thing, right, bother you, impact you, affect you. Smile.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Smile.
Just
Smile.
Work through
right?
it.
Because
work
it's
through it.
contagious,
It
right? Look,
is.
you
It
ladies, I walked in here,
is.
you guys are smiling. The smile hasn't left my face
Oh,
since
wow.
I walked through the
You're
door.
the same. You're the
You're
same.
the same
Match
way.
the
You
vibe.
always bring the good energy.
I just heard this. I've always a daily reset. Like you get a new day tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day.
Right.
Brush it off. And I recently heard this. You can have a reset like every hour. And I was like, well, I mean, if you can have a reset every hour, you can have a reset every second.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Don't dwell in the negative.
No.
I mean,
keep
at all.
moving. Keep moving.
Yeah.
Keep
I mean, look, I was at a council meeting, didn't go quite in our favor, right? And I was like, well, look, you're not
Next.
going to win. Yeah.
next.
Look, it could have ruined my day. I was like, no, let's move on to the next one, right? I'm not going to
Yeah.
let one impact me or how I go about my day or how I go about my business, right? It's just one.
Do you think this is like your mom, like her energy? Like
I will tell you this, right? I think a lot of it is comes from our faith, right? Being a very faithful family, and there's always a higher being, a higher calling, right? But for me, and I learned a lesson. I talked a little bit early on about my biological father, right? We didn't have the closest of relationships, but one thing that I did learn from that relationship, right, and this is just a testament, right, to who he was, right? It's just not negative, but I always strive to be a better father, a better man than he was to me growing up. And so that was important to me, right? That was important to break the cycle, to show my daughters, my family, my kids, right? Even my nieces and nephews, even my friends, right? Like, hey, be positive, like smile.
Yeah.
Life is great. We wake up every day. We get to breathe. Like we get to, do what you do, whatever that might be. Enjoy it. You might as well enjoy it. Right. And so that's that positive outlook.
I
Right.
love
It's
that.
just, what do you have to be upset about? Right. What do you have to be down about? And look, I get it. We all have our moments.
We all have
our moments. Right. And there's people that you
Have
can
hard
hopefully turn to,
situations, yeah.
right. To get you out of those. And that's not anything uncommon for me. Right. I have a bad moment, a bad second, right? A bad period. But I surround myself with positive people that are like, shake it off.
Yeah.
Shake it off.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. Keep moving.
Do the shake it off.
When that just draws more goodness to you.
That's it, right?
So
There's actually a
powerful.
therapy that does that. Did you know that? When dogs get hurt, they shake.
Yeah.
And they teach people to physically shake their bodies to remove that pain and that stress.
regulation.
I'll let you in on another secret, right? So this young lady that I'm dating is a therapist.
Uh-huh.
And so, it's like, it's pretty cool. I got
This
a
is actually
sounding board. I'm
perfect.
like, hey, this council meeting didn't go so well, right? This conversation with my daughter just didn't go in the direction I thought it was, right? And so I'm not saying I get free therapy, but it's kind of cool. Right?
Well,
It's kinda
I think it's
cool.
perfect, actually, because you're so willing to accept it.
Yeah.
No.
And you're open to having that kind of lifestyle that brings in the good things,
And it's kind of cool, right? It's having somebody in your life that you can open up to, right? And it's like, you can't judge me. You do this for a living, right? Yeah. And so that you can't judge me, I'll leave $10 on the table, right? So I'm paying for the services. And I kid.
I know, of course.
There's this great book.
Oh, gosh. Shelly.
Who doesn't like a good book?
It's called The Second Mountain.
Okay.
David Brooks.
Okay.
Highly
You
recommend
may have heard it. She
Maybe.
says it every time.
Well, here's the other cool thing, right? So we talk about goals and things like that. When I met this young lady, we talked about, some goals for the year, and her goal was to read 24 new books this year, which I thought was amazing.
Shelly does that in a weekend.
So here's the thing, right? Is our goals aligned? Because I was like, I have absolutely the same goal. And so when I asked her, how many books have you read? And she's like, I'm up to 3. I'm like, good. Together, we're up to 3 books. So together we're going to read 24 books. She's going to read them all, but I'm taking credit for it. And so that's our goal, right? So we share a common goal.
You're in. I love that.
Because again, I'm going to be honest.
Your goal is my goal.
Yes.
I encourage it.
The only book I read is Facebook. And so
there you go. Well, you can listen to books.
I tease, yes.
You can listen to books.
I do
They're
listen.
Really good.
I get a lot of windshield time, so I do find myself listening to audiobooks.
Yeah, you're on the road.
Count that.
Yes.
Count that.
That counts as reading.
And podcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
good.
listen to podcasts.
Do you listen to the ladies of Leftfield?
I have.
They're so
I
good.
have, and
They're so
there.
funny.
I want some juicy stuff that comes out of the season. Like, don't stop, ladies.
I know.
Please, let it
They're
go.
So good.
Open up. I want to know, like, what's the behind the scenes stuff? What is it that I don't know? Because I sit kind of on the backside, or I stand on the backside of you guys are on the front side of the bench, and so there's things that I know are going on. I want to know. I want to know all the juicy tidbits.
Right.
I want to know.
There's not, because we're really watching the game.
No, he means about the players. And
Of course. Yes.
That.
Yeah, you guys let me know what's going on the field.
Yeah.
Because I can't see.
I know.
over people doing shotguns.
Right.
Yes.
That
Forrest
damn
falling
horn.
asleep on
the damn horn.
On the table. Oh, the horn. The infamous horn.
Ay, Chihuahua, the horn.
And we're not talking about the radio station.
Right. Not that one.
If you've seen a game or you've been out to left field, you've heard the horn.
Yeah.
That's right.
You can hear it on
Sometimes
TV.
a lot.
Yes.
Sometimes too much.
Well,
get
I'll
carried away.
get texts from cousins going, "Can you please stop?" And it's like, it's not me.
Oh, it gets, look, I think you ladies are shielded from a lot of that because a midweek game, the horn goes wild.
Oh.
I mean, what else are you going to do out there, right?
Yeah.
There's not as many of us out there on a weekday game.
I'm going to start going to more.
We're going to be
weekdays.
Tuesday
Oh,
girls.
We want to be
yes.
Tuesday.
Please do so.
Yeah.
Yes, I would love the company,
Yeah.
right?
I would love the company.
You can only talk to Jeff Cross so many times, right? And I love Mark Pena, but come on, right? We need.
He's not a conversationalist.
They're very much, I'm watching the game
Yes,
kind of guys.
for
And I'm like,
sure.
well, I want somebody to make me laugh.
Yeah.
And
Sit
so-
next to Stacy.
Yes.
We'll bring the jokers in.
Bring it.
Yeah.
Bring it.
the
I'm here for it.
comedy.
I'm here for it, ladies. Let me know. Let me know what your flavor of wine is, and come sit next to me on a Tuesday.
Shelly likes the Hampton water.
We're good. That's awesome.
This has been great,
Well,
Rocky.
good, ladies.
We
You're
love
such a
you. Your
beautiful,
energy
bright
is so
light.
positive.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed being here.
Yeah, you just always make us smile. You always make us feel so welcome.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't wait to watch your next adventures unfold.
I can't
And
wait to meet your little friend.
I
Oh,
learned
yeah.
so much about you. I had no idea
Yeah, I
about
know.
you being a professional rugby player.
And a half decent dad.
You're
well, we knew
great
that.
dad.
I'm
No,
teasing.
we've
We knew
seen,
that.
we've witnessed
We-
that. We
I
talk
love
about
your
it a
love
lot,
for your
actually.
girls.
Well, we'll
So
see your
sweet.
pictures on social media, and we're like, oh my gosh,
I've gotten
Rocky's
pretty
so
good at
in-
taking pictures. You having
They're
two
very
daughters,
good.
right? Yeah, it's
They're
all for
very
the
good.
gram.
Yeah,
All for
it's
the
all for the
gram.
gram.
I love
It's all for the
So-
gram.
Yes.
really cute.
So the one picture that you see posted, there's probably 20 takes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
They're like, not that one,
Exactly.
Dad.
Yeah.
Oh, you have no idea. And I can't post pictures real time because they've got to see them first.
Yes.
And so, right,
You
I
have to get
apologize to
approval.
anybody that follows me on the socials. Yeah, you get late updates. Or like, wait, you were at a concert last night? And I was like, that was actually 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Right? I just got the pictures back to post.
It's just
Yeah, I got the
approved.
approval from
I got the approval.
Yeah.
from your marketing geniuses
Yes.
over there.
Exactly.
That's so
My daughters
fun.
gave me the approval to post.
That's so fun. Oh,
Well, I can't wait to watch more of this and be a
I
part of
know.
it. So we love you, Rocky. You're
love you
one of our
ladies.
favorite left field
I'm
family
excited. I'm
members.
excited for the season and spending
Me
more time with you all.
too.
I know, it's gonna be
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be so much fun.
It's so fun.
All right, Texas.
Yeehaw.
Yes.